Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Tron, TRX. We talk about TRX quite a bit on this channel, so if you guys hold Tron yourself, or if you guys like to hear about Tron, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. As we get started, we see a Tron up about 10% in the last 24 hours alone. It's at 13 cents, a very good increase in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at the last week, we did see a 20% increase almost, even with that market dip here in Tron going below that 10-cent range. We also take a look at the last month alone, over 100% increase in the last month. If you buy at a good time, you are seeing great profits. If we continue in this direction, Tron will be a very valuable coin in 2021 later this year. So let's talk about where Tron will go. I do want to mention that, guys, we will be doing conservative price predictions. These are not going to be far-fetched out of the 100x Tron price predictions. These are not going to be 100x. Tron is not going to do a 100x in the next year, unfortunately. I do think there's a lot of potential behind Tron. I think this is definitely a coin worth investing in, but I don't think it's a coin, like I said, that's going to do 100x. So make sure you understand these are conservative price predictions, and they are capable of doing a little bit more. We will be doing May, June, and 2021 at the end of the video. So make sure to stay tuned for those price predictions as we get started. We do see a $9.3 billion market cap. Volume in the last 24 hours is only $2.3 billion, which is actually pretty solid. We also see the circulating supply at that 71.7 billion TRX. If you guys don't know, TRX Tronics is a cryptocurrency running on the Tron blockchain. Its goal is to create a decentralized internet. So we'll talk a little bit more about what Tron is, and we'll go into a deep dive on the website as well here in just a second. But there is big news with Tron. There's a lot going on right now with Tron and the coin itself. If you go jump over to Twitter, you see Justin Sun did just tweeted this a little bit earlier today at 6 a.m. He said, Tron is excited to announce the upcoming launch of Tron Apollo interconnecting blockchains. Tron's official cross-chain scaling solution, enabling data and asset transfer across multiple chains with security, openness, and unlimited scalability. More coming soon. So this is a big deal. If you want to take a look at the little picture here they have, it does talk about the next launch for Tron, obviously being that Apollo interconnecting blockchains. So this is coming in 2021, and obviously we are going to see a lot of potential behind something like this. I do think Tron will continue to increase, obviously, with more news and information coming out about this update and about this announcement. It's just a huge announcement. I think a lot of, everyone that holds Tron right now is going to be happy about this announcement. Obviously, 681 retweets. A lot of people were really excited for this. But let's jump back to this price real quick. So let's give it a quick refresh. Make sure we're still at that 13-cent range. As we are continuing to increase, do remember, guys, when you have some crazy increases like this 10% increase in the last 24 hours, usually we will see some sort of stabilization into a small correction before we increase again. So if you are looking to buy in, unfortunately, I don't think it's a great time to buy in at the all-time highs of the last 24 hours, last week. If you look, we've pretty much just gone up in the last week, but we've had dips so along the way. So just wait for a dip. You're going to be able to snag it probably at 12, 11 cents again. I don't think Tron's going to zoom all the way up to 20 cents based on this announcement solely. I do think we are going to continue on our way to 20 cents though, and I think that's coming in the long-term future here. So let's talk about what Tron is a little bit more in detail. Let's go to their actual website. If you guys don't know, Tron is trying to decentralize the web. Boasting over 30 million accounts and 1.8 billion transactions, Tron is the world's fastest growing public chain. So we talk about USDT obviously being a cheaper version, sending TRC20 versus ERC20. Therefore, a lot of people have started really using USDT TRC20 instead of ERC20. If you guys understand what that means, that's a big deal, as obviously more and more people are using Tron. They're starting to look into it and see that Tron has a huge ecosystem. So we have obviously all of these Polyny DEX. We have the Tron wallet. We have the Tron scan. We have the Tron D apps. We have application scenario, Tron SR, TRC 20 USDT. This is what I was talking about. Then we also have the Just Stable. We have the Just Lend, Just Swap, Just Link, Sun, and Sun Network. So there's so much going on with Tron in the ecosystem altogether. Then they talk about their technical. So Tron is one of the largest blockchain-based operating systems in the world. They have high throughput, high scalability, and obviously the high availability as well. So a lot of potential behind the Sun Network, as well as you can take a look at their core partners being Polynex, Samsung, BitTorrent, Swisscom Blockchain, and Opera. Very big names, obviously, as we take a look at what Tron is all doing. Like I said, guys, Tron is a great coin. I think there's a lot of potential behind it. Still, I think, it's not run out of steam. I think there's a lot left for 2021. We're going to be jumping into that here in just a second. Let me jump right back over to the price chart. Let's give it another quick refresh. It probably won't have changed from that 13 cents, but just make sure. So it looks like it has dipped down a little bit, though. Let's take a look at this last 1 hour dip here. So we went down to about 13 cents flat instead of that, 0.1319. So that was in the last hour. There's just a little bit more movement going on. I don't think it's going to dip all the way back down to, 11 to 10 cents today. I do think, for the most part, we're going to stay stable around hopefully that 12-cent range to 14-cent range. That is the ideal spot for us at this moment while we transfer over into May. I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. As volatile cryptocurrencies can be, it's always a good idea to do your own research on cryptocurrencies before investing. But let's jump into those price predictions, starting out with May. So by the end of May, we could see Tron doing a lot of different things. Obviously, ideally, we see an increase, and I think we will see an increase. I think right around a 16 to 20 cent price point for Tron is what we're going to see by the end of May. I know that's not a huge price point or a price jump, but a lot of people understand that Tron is not one of those coins that moves a whole heck of a lot in a whole it does move a lot. Obviously, we see that in the last 100%, or we see that 100% increase in the last month. But it's one of those coins, I should say, that is, it has a while to go. We just moved up 100% in the last month alone. We have some time to stabilize, some time to actually make some corrections, and then we are going to continue moving. But for my understanding, I do think, based on the price charts I've looked at and, the information, the announcements that we have coming, for the most part, I think this will be an 18 to 20 cent coin by the end of May. That's not a huge increase, but do remember we're at 13 cents right now. That's still a very solid increase in the month of May. I do think we have potential for much more than that. Just remember, these are conservative price predictions. So 18 cents was our previous all-time high, April 16th at 10 p.m. If we take a look, obviously, that was our by far high, and we will continue to push past that, obviously, in May. Going into June, I think we will continue on this kind of an increase. I think we'll see about a 25 to 35 cent Tron. That is a decently wide range. Do remember, this depends a lot on the announcement of when it's coming, what it is exactly, and more information from this tweet from Justin Sun, obviously. So continue to stay tuned on that kind of stuff. I will try to retweet this stuff as soon as it comes out. So make sure to follow me on Twitter. You can do that by jumping into the description of this video and jumping into the link of Twitter and following me there. And you can also join in the Discord. It is linked in the description as well, as you can jump and talk with crypto like-minded people like myself and yourself, and we can talk about some of this stuff that's happening live. So there's just a lot going on with Tron, and I think by the end of 2021, we'll continue to see increases, and I think we'll easily see Tron make its way closer and closer to about a 50-cent Tron. It's a coin that is continuing to be used and utilized quite a bit in the cryptoverse, and because of that, 40 to 50 cents is not far away. I think that's not a far-fetched price for it, and we'll continue to, like I said, monitor Tron. So if you guys are interested in Tron, if you guys have a lot of, coins of Tron, or if you have, a lot of interest basically in that TronX, definitely subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks.